Now coming to the local mesh settings. So what I'm going to do is, in order to create a local mesh setting, you need to just right click on the submission group or mesh branch and say insert. In this we are going to see method. So the first option is method. So in this method, first you need to select the geometry. So I am going to select the total body and say apply. Hereby default the method of meshing is set to automatic. We have different methods like tetrahedrons, hex dominant, sweep, and multi-zone. Tetrahedrons means meshing dominated by tetrahedrons element will be created. Likewise, hex dominant means a mesh dominated by hexahedral element. Multi-zone means it created a free mesh where it is a combination of tetrahedron and hexahedral elements. And other type of elements, right now leave these as it is. Then the next local control is, you can just right click, say insert, and go to sizing. So instead of changing the size to overall body, if I want to change the size at certain feature, I can use this local controls. If I want to change the element size here only this particular line, I am going to select this line and I am going to say apply, and I can give this an option. So here by default the element edge length is given, but I want to change it to some other value, so I can just type in the element size. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to generate the mesh to show you the effects. So once I generate the mesh, see here the mesh density is remaining same, but what happens when this particular meshing is come into this line? It has been defined because of the element edge length says that element size that I have provided to this line through localized mesh control. Then the next one is, we can right click, say insert, and we can go to this refinement. So if you want to refine mesh on any feature, or if you want to refine mesh on any part throughout an assembly, you can use this refinement. Here we have three refinement levels: the refinement level 1, refinement level 2, refinement level 3. So based upon these three refinement levels, the refinement of the mesh is going to occur. See, for example, I am going to just show you the mesh here. So at this particular line, you can observe there is a coarse mesh, but I want to refine this particular mesh. So what I am going to do is, I am going to go to this refinement and select this particular edge instead of face. I am going to select only this edge, and once I select this edge, I am going to press apply, and I am going to give the highest level of refinement, which is 3. So 3 means maximum number of elements will be created with these settings. 1 means minimum number of elements will be created with these settings. So I am going to just enter 3 and press enter, and I am going to generate the mesh. If you observe carefully, you will able to see that a lot of refinement has occurred at this edge only, and other areas the refinement is not done. So likewise, you can also decrease the refinement to 1, and I am going to just update the mesh. See here, when I have refinement settings to 3, I had a more finer mesh, but here I am having a refinement level of 1, so I have a coarse mesh. With whatever the options that you have learned, let us say the global settings as well as the local settings, you will be able to efficiently create meshing for a number of problems. But if you want to create a mesh for a very high end geometries, then you have to learn how to generate mesh more efficiently and other advanced options. So this was all about meshing in ANSYS.